it's the Sweetest Vegan here. Today on the show we will be making hot cross buns. Now I didn't grow up eating hot cross buns for Easter, but some people say that they are synonymous with that green Easter grass, and I know what that is. So let's get started on the recipe. To a large pot over medium heat, you're going to add in your almond milk, canola oil, and agave nectar. Heat that until it is just warm and remove it from the heat. You just want to take that refrigerator chill off of it. But if it starts to simmer or boil, you're going to have to let it cool down to like just above room temperature so you don't kill your yeast. Speaking of yeast, you're going to add in your dry active yeast. Stir that in until it is well dissolved. Then we're going to add in bread flour and whole wheat white flour. Stir that together until it forms a dough, and your dough will be very wet. That's how it's supposed to look. If it looks too liquidy though, add a little bit more flour. Cover it with a clean linen and place it in a warm place for an hour. When you come back to it, it should have risen and at least doubled in size, and now we are ready to add in our baking powder and baking soda. Stir that into the dough until it is well mixed. Now you want to lightly flour a clean surface. I don't really ever trust how clean my surfaces are, so I always do mine on parchment paper. But place your dough onto the lightly floured parchment paper and pat it into a square foot. I'm going to dust on some cinnamon, nutmeg, and I'm using chopped dates. The original recipe says use currants, which I can never find, but while I was looking for currants on the raisin aisle, which I was going to replace them with, I saw chopped dates, and I really love dates, and that's the key to cooking. You can use whatever you want, and it's my recipe, so I'm going to use it. Chopped dates, fold over your dough and pat it back down, and repeat this 2 more times. Sprinkle on a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg, more dates, fold it over, pat it down. Once you've completed that, pinch off golf ball sized pieces of dough, roll them in your hand, and then place them on a baking sheet that has been lined with parchment paper. Cover your dough balls with a clean linen and let them rise again for 30 more minutes. While that 30 more minutes is ticking on by, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Bake your hot cross buns for 15 to 20 minutes until they have risen in the oven and browned over the top. Take them out and let them cool on a cooling rack and make your icing. To make the icing, I'm going to add icing sugar or powdered sugar to a Ziploc bag along with a little lemon juice. Massage that together, and then I'm going to add a little bit of almond milk just to thin it out just a little bit more. Make sure there's no clumps left in your powdered sugar and it's all smooth, else this will not work. Cut a tiny tip at the corner of your Ziploc bag and squeeze out a cross decoration over each bun. And we are done. We are ready to taste these. I like these hot cross buns, and I think they would make a good breakfast bread or even a savory dinner roll. But I do wish that I had more sugar in my bread. The dates are really sweet, so whenever you run into a date, you're like, oh, that's so sweet. And I did have a little bit of sugar, if you remember, in our almond milk mixture, but not a lot of sugar like in with the cinnamon and the nutmeg, and I could have added some there, but if you're watching your sugar, it's good, and everybody needs less sugar, so I'll just have to get over it. Thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. It is whole grain, and the white flour has a milder texture and flavor than the red flour. I don't know if people care. Moving on.